right, well, we're going live. Are you ready to warm up? Everybody. Good. Let's come on to the ground. I know. We'll start on, since you don't have a mat out. That's all right. We'll start here. We'll just come on, hands to your knees. And then cats and cows. So sorry. All right. And good. So tailbone up, chin up. And then bring it on down. Tuck that tailbone, tuck the chin. Or you can bring it down to the ground, just like that. Good. Tailbone up, chin up. Tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin. Couple more rounds. And just waking up the spine. Good. Make sure as your tailbone comes up, chin up, push those shoulders back so they're not up in your ears. Keep it going. Get a little beats. All right, from here, let's take right leg out to the right. And then rock those hips back and forth. So hip rocks for that inner thigh. Yep, you got it. You can bring your, there you go. You can bring your hip all the way back. Can you bring your foot down? So roll your foot so it's on the ground. There you go. Rocking back and forth. Good. Inner thigh stretch. We'll do the other side. Switch legs. So left leg out to the side, toes in front of heels. Hip rocks. All right. Keeping it going here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring all back to all fours. Curl all 10 toes underneath. Push your hips back and up into a downward facing dog where you just pedal your heels down one at a time. Pedaling those heels one at a time. Yeah, feel that stretch. We're going to take this to a plank and slowly lower down to your belly button in 3, 2, 1. Bring it to a plank. And you can bring your knees down or just your whole body all the way down to your belly. Good. Hands are out like a T. Thumbs face the ceiling. And inhale, lift up and down. Maintain eye contact with the ground. Good. Right underneath you, the long neck. Squeeze those glutes hard. And as you inhale, you can lift your chest a little higher. Release. This is a back and shoulder exercise. 3, 2, and 1. Flip it onto your back for a glute bridge. All right. Come on up, pressing into the ground with those heels and toes. Up and hold. Good. Imagine you're squeezing a $100 bill between your cheeks, hard as you can. You're not about to let anybody pull it out. Good. Belly button is tight as well. And from here, let's go ahead and squeeze our back down to the ground and back up. Just warming up the back sides of those legs. We're going to use them today. Keep going up and down. Good. The focus here is squeezing through the glutes, turning those on. And last one. All right, we're going to come up to your feet. So making your way up, however feels comfortable for you. And staying on our feet, we're just going to rotate, big twist from your back heel all the way through your front fingertips. Twist and twist. Good. Keep it going. All right. Twist, twist. You can even reach up. Good. Yeah, don't fall over. Good work. Keep twisting those hips too. Yeah, all the way. Almost like, imagine you're like a can of soup, twisting from your hips and your shoulders so they don't twist independently. 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's take a couple of squats, feet hip width apart. You can bring hands to the hips. And just as we're warming up, maybe come down halfway and back up. Good. As you're there, think about your big toe and your small toe. And I want you to think about screwing it into the ground. So you're really maintaining that high arch. And then if you want, you get out of those arms. Good. 3. Nice. Pressing those knees out. 2. And 1. Okay. Now we're going to take it to a Cossack squat or a wide-legged squat. So really wide toes face out this time. Starting with hands on the hips. And instead of sending your knees forward and side to side, I want you to send your hips back. So we're going to send those hips back, slide that knee out over the toe and come back to center and hip back. Good. You got it. Watch that knee over the foot and feel that inner thigh stretch. And you could reach those arms if you want a little more challenge. Good. Whoop. Try not to fall over. Last two. Last one. And stand it up. Let's take it into an airplane for some balance to get started. Watch out behind you. Yeah. So you can start with hands on the hips or out to the side. Just low and slow, finding that balance. If you feel strong or balanced, you could always take it deeper. Okay, good. All right, I want to make sure all 10 toes are facing forward. So if we're out to the side, that means our hip is open. We're going to level out those hips. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. All right, so other leg. Hip hinge. You've got it. All right, think about pushing that hip back, push that heel back. Strong leg. It's okay if you dab, no biggie. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Let's take it into some balance again. Put your feet on I said a trapeze. It's not trapeze. Tightrope. All right, so on a tightrope, now I want you to lean onto the balls of your feet. So you're not on tiptoes, you're just leaning. Okay, and then arm circles forward. Good. Yeah. If you feel really balanced, go ahead and close your eyes. It's a tough one. All right, shoulders starting to get spicy. Keep it going. And 3, 2, 1. Switch legs. So other leg forwards. Palms come up and backwards. Good. So leaning on the balls of those feet. Good. Try to get a little more tightrope, Dad. There you go. Woo. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Let's take it to a cactus and then a robot. Cactus, robot, cactus, and then push it up and down. Good. Now, every time we hit cactus, I want you to squeeze it back again. So cactus, robot, cactus, squeeze, and up. Good. Who's got spicy shoulders? Oh, waking up? Okay. Keep it going. 3 and 2. We got one more exercise coming at you. And rest. All right. Last one we're going to do is a step back lunge into a balance. So a knee hug. So watch it out first. Lunging down. Okay. And it's okay if you don't go all the way down. But do keep that back heel up. And then we're going to step up and knee hug. Good. Switch legs. Other leg goes back. Down. Step it up. Knee hug. You can get closer. I'm not going to bite. Down. Get. And up. Good. So you're stepping forward. I want you to step back. There you go. Up and knee hug. All right. Back. Up, knee hug. Last one. Back. Up, knee hug. All right. Find your band. And we're going to wake up right around those shins for the band. Oh, it's going to be tough. This is a tough band. I got the Super X. I don't know how it's going to work.
You want to use this one?
It's all right.
This is where we pause whenever we're watching.
We're paused. You can pause me right now.
Because, it takes a minute. 4 more.
Yep. Okay. Good. So all we're going to do is back and forth on your mat or sideways, but looking to make sure all 10 toes face forwards. Big step to the side, halfway back, maintaining that. Yeah. Good. Halfway back. Keep that kind of athletic stance, knees bent, hips back. At the end, go back. Same thing, other side. 2, maybe about 4 or 5 steps at the most. Good. Can you get any lower? Bend those knees, get those hips back. Keep it going. 2 and 3. Send it back. 3, 2, 1. Step it all the way together. Just have a moment. Shake it out. Yeah, waking up those hips, those outer glutes. Okay, we're gonna head into a kickback. Now I want you to imagine you're standing on a clock. I want you to kick back towards 4 o'clock and 8 o'clock. So not 6 o'clock. All right, so athletic stance again, lean onto one leg and extend that back leg back. Good. 4 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Switching sides, 4 o'clock. So both legs are working. The down leg is holding you stable. The back leg is pushing. Nice. 4 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Woo. Now, if you want to kick it up a notch, you could always hover and kick it back and hover a little bit harder. Last two, last one, and rest. Feet together, take the band off, kick it away. We don't need it the rest of the day, but happy hips, happy back. Yeah, just kick it off. That's good. Everybody, we're going to start with some, I'll show you what we're going to do. I actually need a set of dumbbells. Could my assistant bring some dumbbells over here? Oh, goodness, thanks. So, all right. So with your dumbbells, exactly. What we're going to do is if you have two, so right now I'm going to start with one and take it up to two because we're only going to do 5 repetitions. So, but we want to warm up. So start something that feels moderate and then take it up a notch to feeling hard. So if it feels easy now, that's fine. I'd rather have it feel easy. We're going to do 5 squats. I'm going to start here. And good. As you're squatting down, make sure you're screwing those feet into the ground. Bend those knees over the feet, pushing it back up. So we'll just keep going. Let's go 5. Good. Up and squeeze that tush. 4. Nice. Try to keep that chest up. 3. Nice and tall. Squeeze those shoulders back. 2. Chest is up. Last one. And good. Go ahead and set the weights to the side, but don't get rid of them. We're going to do a power up next. 3 per leg. And in the absence of having a really tall stair super close, we're going to come into a lunge. So step forward. You got a big spot behind you. Okay. And from here, we're going to come all the way up, drive that knee up. All right. Just like that. 2 more. Down. Good. Last one. So we're driving through that front leg. And then switch legs. Okay. So coming back, getting as deep as you can. Drive through that front heel. Good. Back. Explode. Good. Last one. And good. Shaking it out. After that, we're going to come to the ground for a 30-second exercise. 90s with our legs. So you could, have a seat. We're going to bring those legs out 90 degrees. This is a mobility exercise. Maybe, Mom, you can have, maybe Dad can use the mat so he can see. I don't know where I can see him. And flipping it over. So kind of good. Keep those heels in position. Lean it back, long spine, and flip the legs over. Lean it back, flip it over. Lean it back, flip it over. Chest is tall and proud, so we're not crouching. Is everyone okay over there?
Yep.
How are we doing, Dad?
I see knees going.
Okay, long spine. Now, if you want, you could pick, so you set those knees down, sit up. That adds an extra element of challenge. Good. And then, Mom, can you bring those, so there's space between that heel and front knee. There you go. Switch sides, lean it back, flip it over, and sit up. Good work. Finishing it off in 3, 2, and rest. We're going to take you back to standing. Next. All right, now we started with squats. If you'd like to kick it up a notch to the next set of dumbbells, a little bit heavier. Our goal is we want to get to is the best we can do for 5 repetitions today. And you're welcome to take these 20s if anyone wants to. If you are doing 2, so if you're kicking it up to heavy, you're going to come into that front rack position, resting those weights on the shoulders, elbows nice and tall, and then feet, again, hip width apart. Screwing those toes in the ground, belly button tight, coming on down, nice and steady for 5. Good. Nice and steady for 4. So no dropping it like it's hot, okay? We come down nice and steady. Chest is high, hips are back, and That was it. Number 5, take a rest. Okay, now we're going back to the power-ups. Little break here. I didn't get a sweat. All right, couple seconds. So those power-ups, we're gonna take a step back and then drive through that front heel and toe, okay? All right, here we go. Big step back, power up. 1, good. Step it back, power up. 2, looking good. Look back, power up. All right, switching sides. Woo! You are already switching, just keep switching. 3, down, power up. 2, 1. All right, back to the ground. Now this time, we'll just stay with 90-90s. Getting that interior hip stretch. You can do that on the ground. Starting 90-degree bend in each knee and foot, so that ankle is 90 as well. And leaning it back, flipping it over. And if you feel like you're ready for more, the challenge could be taking away those arms. So leaning it back and forward, but keeping that core strong as you switch the arms. Mom, could you get me a sweat towel? Can you get me a sweat towel? I somehow didn't grab one. Sorry. In future, you're going to laugh at this too. All right, let's wrap that up. Come on back. And now, for these last 2, we're going to come back to as best weight that you can do safely and with great form. So if you want to kick up those weights another notch, now's the time to do it. And I'm going to open this window. Hot. Okay, so grab those weights. And again, if you're doing 1 weight, it's just at that goblet position in front of your collarbone. 2 weights is front rack position up at the shoulders. Okay, get in that position, screw those feet in. All right, so the reason we screw the feet in is it activates our glutes, all right? So if you're just standing here and not screwed in, you're just, all right, but screwing those feet in. Here we go, nice and steady. 5, try not to fall over, good. 4, 3, nice. Keep pushing those knees out as you come up. And 1. And a rest. Okay, setting them on down. And then power up. So try to do 3 one leg and then 3 the other. I'll show you if in the future you want to kick it up a notch, you can add a little hop. So power up to that tiptoe. Good. Power up. Tiptoe. Last one. Okay. Same thing other leg. 2 and 1. Okay, back to the rest. 90-90s, resting. Do you need my sweat towel? All right. Good. And so long spine. And by now we're starting to feel a little more stretch through the hips. Happy hips, happy back. Keeping those knees at 90 degrees. Try not to move the feet, but if you need to, just move them back to where they should be. If you want a little extra stretch, you could always stretch towards that outer knee, bringing your chest towards your knee, yep, or your shin, adding a little glute stretch. For 3, 2, and 1. All right, come on back for the last set of our first round. All right. This is it, I think these are the last squats we're doing today, which is great. I know you're sad. All right. Find front rock or goblet position. Okay, screw those feet into the ground, really strong through those legs, and be good. Nice and steady for 5. Good. 4. Keep pushing those knees out. 3. 2. And 1. Down, up, and squeeze. Go ahead and rest, shake it out. Okay, final round of power-ups. And you could add the hop or not. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Final set. Let's go. Lunge. Drive it up through that front leg. 2, 3. Switching sides. Here we go. Good. Make sure you got those arms correct. So opposite arm, front leg. And 3. All right. That was it. Final round of 90-90 stretching, and then we'll move on to the last set. Good. So we add this mobility to work in some rest into our day. Good. Keep flexing your feet, so toes towards your kneecaps. Mom, flex. Good. And flipping it over. Good. Flexing those feet. And again, you can add that stretch towards that outer knee. Finding that glute stretch. The outer knee. Good. You can always try to reach forward for a more interior stretch. And again, take it up a notch. You can bring the hands off the ground as you switch. Last 1, 2, and rest. Welcome. That was our big strength set of the day. How are we feeling? Well, good. We are going to take it into round 2. And we're going to do a bent over row. So you're going to want a moderate weight or possibly, a bent over row. So we're going to do a bent over row, and we're going to do about 30 seconds of rows. So what I'm looking for is about 8 to 10 rows, and then rest for the rest of that time. That makes sense? Okay. So an 8 to 10 repetitions will give you that moderate effort today. The second exercise after our rows, I know you know how to do this, is a single leg deadlift. Same weights. Quick demo here, don't start. But we're going to do with those weights, squeezing those shoulders down and back. So squeezing those shoulders down and back. And then hip hinge, single leg. Think about setting those weights down towards the heel of that working leg. So we're just going to do a couple, about 20 seconds through, we'll switch sides. So it's not a race to get as many reps as possible. It's more important to be stable. So right side, left side. Then we'll rest. And then last, we are going to, do a lateral. So on the ground, plank walk. A new move for us today. So on the ground, I think you can still see, is a plank walk. Check it out. There's a little brain work involved. So we're going to start with our hands fairly narrow and our feet wide. And then as we walk, our feet come together and our hands come wide. So I'll show you. Good. Feet wide, hands together. So we move that way. So we're going to take a big step with the hands, step with the foot. Big step with the hands, step with the foot. Try to keep those hips level as we go back and forth. So again, it's not a race. It's more about quality movement. Keep those hips away. Now, you don't want to be up here. We want to keep them shoulder level. Nice, strong plank. And again, your steps don't have to be super wide. They could be narrow, right? So start small, but think about the opposite. So hands together, feet apart. And then when hands come apart, feet are together. All right, so we'll start with our rows. We want to give it a try. Yeah, there you go.
Right. And then this.
Yep. Bring those feet. Yep, you got it. And head back the other way. Okay.
That's super.
Hot and sweaty. I would do it sideways. Yeah, on your mat. So your hands have a little stability. All right, so finding those row weights. And all right, I'm taking my timer out. So starting, all right, squeezing those shoulders back, Hips come back, belly button is tight, and we're just going to squeeze those elbows right by the ribs. Good, nice and slow. Rowing just to the belly button and back down. Show you from the side. Nice. And if for any reason your back hurts, you could always do a split stance. 6, and 7. Take a break. Have those set down. All right, next exercise will be in about 15 seconds. We're doing our single leg deadlifts. We're going to do 20 seconds on one side, 20 seconds on the other. Hi. All right, find those weights. And squeeze those shoulders back. Hip hinge and deadlift. So single leg towards the knee. Squeeze it all the way back up to standing before you head back down. And just make sure we're really squeezing those hands back towards your heel and not flopping forwards. And switch sides. Good. So start off low and slow, as I like to say. Find the balance. Then you can add the dip. Good. Keep squeezing those. It's almost like you're rolling your legs like a painter. Like painting those legs. Last one. And rest. We're going to head to the ground for those lateral plank walks. So coming to a plank, hands together, feet apart in 3, 2, 1. Hands together, feet apart. Now you take a step with your hands, feet come together. Step with your feet, hands come together. Step with your hands, feet come together. Go back the other way. Good. Keep those hips lower. Bring them down towards your shoulders, not up at a pike. So feet wide, hands together. Hands go wide, feet come together. Hands together, feet wide. Hands wide, feet together. Keep going back. Good. You got it. Nice work. Last one. And rest. Okay. Nice work, team.
That's crazy.
We have 2 more rounds. Starting with those rows. Here we go. Finding those weights. Again, if your low back is sore, split those legs. But no matter what you're doing, squeeze those elbows right by the ribs. We're doing 8 to 10. And if you're split legs, make sure you switch halfway through. Just showing options for if it happens. All right, belly button's tight. And then I'm at number 8 here, so I'm going to rest. Okay, so part of the interval is rest. How are we feeling? All right, good. Woo. Single leg deadlifts. So we got 10 seconds before we start finding that weight. This time, try to start on the other leg first. Squeeze those shoulders down and back, hip hinge, and other leg. In and up. Good. And up. Nice. All right, last one on this side. Switching legs, keep it going, nice and steady. Level those hips. You want to see all the toes facing the floor or forward. Good. So mom, that back leg is kind of coming out. I want you to bring it forward. Yeah, there you go. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, coming back to the ground. Let's try. Again, take rest as needed. Here we go. Hands together, feet apart. Good. Take a big step with the hands. Feet come together. Feet come apart. Hands come together. Hands apart. Feet together. Going back the other way. Feet wide. Hands together. Good. Hands wide. Feet together. Feet wide. Hands together. Good. Step wide with the hands. Together with the feet. Good. Together with the hands. Wide with the feet. Last one. And rest. Well done. Rest, rest, rest. Woo. All right, team, that was it. We've got one final round. Yeah. Coming on up for the last set of rows. Ready? Come on up. And begin. One final way is you could do wide legs and then hands together and row and down. Good. 8 to 10 rows with those elbows right by the ribs. However, this takes a lot of glute activation. Lower back needs to be strong. So again, if your low back hurts at all, just split the legs. Elbows really tight right by those ribs. And good. So you've got 6 seconds to finish it. Woo! We have one more round of single legs. Finding those weights. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Here we go. Woo! Again, keep working that foot, Mom. So level out those hips. So yeah, just bring it not quite as far back. There you go. Work on good form. There you go. And last one, that side. Switch sides. Again, think about painting your thigh as it comes down. 10 more seconds. Looking great, Dad. Keep pulling those weights back. Good. 3, 2, and 1. And then final on the ground. Okay. Take as much rest as you need to. Ready? Feet together, or feet wide, hands together. Good. Squeeze those glutes. Step your hand to the side, feet come together. Feet to the side, hands come together. Hand to the side, feet come together. I'm going back. Good. Feet to the side, hands together. Hand to the side, foot comes together. Good. Foot to the side, hand comes together. There you go. Wide hands, narrow feet. Keep it going. Wide hands, narrow feet. Wide feet, narrow hands. Good. And bringing those hips level. 3, 2, 1. You are done. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. If you want to get a drink, do it now. Okay. So now is where you want. We're finishing up. This is going to be our last set. And you don't need any weights. Where did I write it down? We do need some wall space. So you have plenty of that over there. Or you could even use like anything where you like a door, a wall, something that feels stable. And what we're gonna do is a calf raise against the wall. So while you're resting, I'll do this so you can see. So against the wall, yeah. What you're gonna do is drive one knee as if you were running, right? Kind of exaggerating running. Or mountain climber, for example. So we're really active in the core. Okay, and now we're holding it here. That's the core part. You're gonna push off the ground against the wall and back. Against the wall and back. So you're just holding that core, drive that knee up, raising and lowering. So you can raise fast, but lower slow, all right? And then we'll do some rest and we'll do the other side. Keep the knee up, Dad, just hold that knee up and then just raise and lower. There you go. It might be easier if you step a little closer. It's harder the farther away you step. That's it. Is that okay? Yes. Is that going to work? Okay, go ahead and rest. Take a rest. Those are great. We'll do left and right. Then we're going to take it to the ground for a single, I'll show you 2 options for a single leg hamstring bridge. So option number 1, we'll be on the ground on your back. We're going to do 2 feet down to push up. You're going to take away a leg and then lower down 1 leg. 2 feet to come up, take away a leg, and then lower down. Strive to keep those hips level. If your back hurts at all, then I want you to keep both feet on the ground and just bridge up and down. Okay. If you're ready for more challenge, that's when we do the full single leg bridge. All right, so that's where you drive 1 knee up, keep it up, and we bridge up and down. But you must have no pain and keep the hips level, squeezing and down. Okay, so 3 options there. We'll do right side and then left side. So that will be 2 separate exercises. And then we'll finish with bird dogs, hands and knees, reaching right arm, left foot, and then switching left arm, right foot. And good. Finally, we know bird dogs, you've done them. We're gonna be on the ground to work those lower abdominals on our back with kind of the opposite of bird dog, which is dead bugs. So dead bugs, squeezing that lower back to the ground and lowering right arm, left foot. And if you want to make it harder, make that leg straighter. All right. What was that? Okay. Any questions?
No. We'll talk. It's something. It's nothing at all.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
no. Am I supposed to be on the floor?
All right. No, we'll start against the wall. Okay, here we go. So move that against the wall. And driving one knee up. Get set and lift. Slowly back down, slow as you can. Good, good, good. Keeping it going. All right, if you want more challenge, you could step back, lift, lower nice and slow. Drive that knee up though, so we're not just passive, we're active. Good. 3, 2, and rest. Gonna be sore. Take a rest, keep stretching if you want, walk it out, whatever. Good. Okay, get set with the next one. Get set. Other knee up. Begin to drive it up and down. Good. Up and down. Keep driving that knee that's up. We're holding it up. That's the core. Halfway through already. If you need to take a rest, just take it. Good. Keep that knee up. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Bringing it down to the ground, bridges, and you can choose. I would choose 2 feet down and then remove a leg. All right, I'll take us through it. Ready? I'm going to keep the right leg as the working leg. Ready? Begin. So 2 feet down, bridge up. Take your left leg up and slowly lower down. 2 feet down, bridge up. Take your left leg away, slowly lower down. And then 2 feet down, bridge up. Take your foot away, lower down. We're supposed to be doing the same leg. And bridge up. Good, nice and slow. We're gonna do the other side in 3, 2, 1. But first, take a rest. Shake it on out. Do you need an alternate, anyone? Okay, 2 feet down, bridge up. Come on up. We're starting round 2. So 2 feet up, take the other leg away, bridge down. 2 feet up, leg away, bridge down. 2 feet up, take your leg away, bridge down. If you have totally nailed that, the next level is bringing that leg up and down. So for the single leg. Okay, keep it going. And rest. All right. Turning it over, hands and knees for our bird dogs. All right, nice and steady. Level out those hips and begin. Right leg forward, left leg back. Switching sides. Really try to keep that spine stable. So it's not moving at all. It's not flexing. It's not arching. Your muscles are holding it stable. As you kick back, try to push the wall behind you with your heel. And there's no prize for going super fast. It's more about stable. 3, 2, 1. Come on down. And dead bugs to wrap it up. All the way on your back. The most important part here is pushing that low back to the ground. Anchor those ribs to the ground. And then begin right hand, left foot. Tap. Bring it back up. Now, if you feel your back coming off the ground at all, then bring your hands to the ground and just support your legs. Move your heels closer to your bum if you need more challenge. And can you go half time? Slow it down. 3, 2, and rest. All right, team. We're going to go one more time through that set. Bringing it to your feet. He's like, no. All right. Is this it?
Yes.
Begin. Good. So driving one knee up, hold it up, lift and lower. Good. Lift. Now double check at your foot. Make sure your heel is going straight over those toes, so it's not to the left or right. It's not curling or collapsing. Good. Take rest as you need it. 3, 2, and rest. Walk it out or stretch it out. How are you doing, Dad?
Good.
Okay. Other side in 5, 3. Drive that knee up. 2, and begin. So I find that left side is a lot harder since I'd injured my leg 100 years ago. But really focusing on the stability has helped a lot. In cycling and running and walking. Keep that knee up, drive it up, come on, squeeze it up. Woo! 3, 2, and rest. No weights. You didn't even need weights for that one. Come on to the ground. Last time through with those glutes and hammies. Here we go. Bridge it up. Single leg down. Oops. Strong glutes. Happy back. Good. And you could do single leg or 2 legs as you bridge up. Take away a leg, bridge it down. Try to keep it the same leg. We want to tire that one leg out. Good. Full extension at the top, everyone. Squeeze those glutes like that $100 bill between your cheeks. 3, 2, rest. Okay, we're on our last set, and we have the other leg. Ready, set, bridge it up. So again, either 2 feet up, 1 leg down, or you can try for single legs all the way. Squeeze those glutes extra high, especially as we get tired. Good. And again, if your back hurts, put both feet down and just focus on squeezing through the glutes, supporting your back. 3, 2, rest. Coming over to your hands and knees for the bird dog for the last time. And 3, 2, begin. Getting really stable. Imagine I've got hot coffee in a cup on your back, and you are not going to allow it to fall. Stable. Slow it down. Great. Pushing the wall back behind you. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Flip it over. Those were fantastic, Mom and Dad. On your back for the last time. Triple squeeze that low back to the ground and begin. So dead bugs. Squeeze that lower back. Tap. Bring it on up. So again, slower, better. More control, more time under tension. Slow it down. You feeling the shake, everyone?
Yes.
Come on, push that low back harder. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Stay on the back. Grab one hand in each knee, one knee in each hand. Big circle around on that lower back. Oops. Big circle. Congratulations. You made it. Yay. Circle the other way. Did we get your heart rate up?
Okay, definitely.
Okay. And release. Let's send your left leg long to the ground. Clasp your right knee, but I want you to grab it around your belly up towards your shoulder. 3, 2, 1. And now drive that right knee across your body to the left with your left hand. As you send your right arm to the right, look to the right, and just stop when you feel a stretch. Keep your shoulders on the ground. Big breath in. Big breath out. Big breath in. And out. Slowly come back through center. Send your right leg long. And then grabbing your left knee around your belly up towards your shoulder. And then send your left leg across your body to the right. Send your left arm to the left. Notice the different feelings in your back and your shoulders. Is one side tighter than another? And release back to center. Take your right ankle over your left knee. Draw your left knee to your chest for figure 4 stretch. Big stretch for those glutes. How's that feeling? Go ahead and switch sides. Left ankle over right knee. Can you guys feel a stretch?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And release. And just kind of gently roll over onto your side. Doesn't matter which. You can do both. Wherever you're at, take your right hand onto your top leg, the ankle, for a quadricep stretch. Good. You can extend that bottom leg, Mom, a little bit more. There you go. Bring your knees together, tuck your tailbone, squeeze your tush, get that big stretch. And switch sides. You can just roll over. I'm going to turn around, but you can just roll over on your mat. Long legs, then grab your top ankle with your top hand. Good. Squeeze those knees towards each other. Tuck your tailbone. And release. Good. And then come in to all fours again. Send your right leg long, toes to the ground. And then just push back into that calf muscle. Tuck those right toes and push back.
Yeah, that would be feelings.
Uh-huh. I said, uh-huh. Go ahead and switch sides. So left toes back, push into the ground and push back. And release. And then staying on all fours here, let's send your right arm beneath your left, right ear to the ground, right shoulder to the ground for thread the needle. Let your upper body be really heavy, stretch behind the shoulder. And staying here, try to turn your palm to face the ground with that right arm. 3, 2, switch sides. Left arm, left ear to the ground, palm up. And then turn left palm to the ground. Just feel that different stretch. And release. And we'll call it a day. Have a good day, Mom and Dad.
Okay. I'm ready to be done.